In this video, we'll go through homepage of Google Analytics, and the first important thing you want to know is that this is actually a collection from all the reports here, but in the specific sections in Google Analytics, you'll find those reports much more detailed. So here we have just the basic, just the most important information from a few different reports that you can find here in the left navigation menu. So we are starting now. On first place, we have this big window here, and this is actually the information about the users. You can switch between these four options: users, revenue, conversion rate, and session. And you can see the change during the time, which will help you to define a specific moment or specific trends in your Google Analytics data. You can find peaks or downs in the data, and on this basis you will be able to perform certain conclusions. You have under the big number here, you have actually the change in the percentage, and this also can lead you to specific thoughts about what's going on around your Google Analytics data. Let's say here we can see that we have 30% decrease in the revenue, and you may want to go deeper and to understand what is the reason of this decreasing, and to try to fix it. In the right, we have this smaller windows, and this is actually the active users right now, and it takes the data from the real-time report. Lately in the course, we'll go through deeper in the real-time report, but now you can see actually the data, and this is very useful in order to observe if your Google Analytics currently functioning right, because this is the shortest way and the fastest data visualization in Google Analytics, and this is the way you can check if a specific advertising campaign or some other campaign is running correctly at in the real-time speed. So this is basically what we have here. Down we have how do you acquire users. These are traffic sources, and again you can switch between traffic sources, source medium, or referrals. Here you can see that we have columns with a different color and different variation of the blue. The darkest one is organic search. Then we have direct, referral, and affiliates, and the lightest is other. So you can follow the level of each color, and you can see that in the last few days we have a slightly decrease in decreasing the organic search. So you may want to go deeper in the acquisition report and find more information why this is happening, and to find ways actually to improve it. When we scroll down, we have how are your active users trending over time. This is the report for active users in the past 30 days, and also we have the retained users, and actually this chart here is with triangle form, and the reason is this is so-called cohort analysis. You can observe it in more details here from this link, but now since we are looking at just the home report, we'll stay here, and What cohort analysis mean is basically these are group of people that you are following through the times. Let's say the people that visited the website, all users that visited website between 23rd and 29th of September this week. Moving through the weeks, you can see the weeks here upper side, and you can see that during the weeks how these users are retained by the website. And actually this have to do with the loyalty of the users, and you want to have um, more slower decrease during from time to time, from week to week, and this will mean that your users are more loyal and you keep their retention over the website. Then we have when do your user visit the website, and you have uh, the days of the week here, and on vertical you have the hours, and you can see with the darkest color the most visited hours. These are on Tuesday, and actually this is very helpful if you want to run a campaign, or if you want to make an important announcement about your services or your product or some kind of promotion you have. And in this way you can find when your users are mostly active, and to use these hours to present your promotion. Then we have in the middle window, we have where are your users, and you have the map of the world, and actually a small chart with the countries that mostly visited your website. This is very helpful if you want to find a new markets, or if you are following audience specifically from concrete country, and you can follow if you are reaching this goal through this analysis. In the right window we have the device the users are using to visit your website, and we can see we have desktop device, mobile and tablet device, and we have actually the change of visits by person. We have little drop down to desktop devices currently, and this could lead you to some ideas or some thoughts why this is happening and how you can improve it. We'll go through much more detailed reports in mobile reports here lately in the course. And one of the last windows are what pages do your users visit, and we have here the URL of the page, and page views and page value in dollars, and of course how are you performing against goals, what are the goals and what is the conversion rate. This is the data that is pulled up from the conversion report down here. And the last two reports we can see on our homepage of Google Analytics are what are your top selling products, which is basically for e-commerce websites, and you know that we are observing data of a real e-commerce website currently, so we can see that the most selling product is zip hoodie black, crayon neck sweatshirt gray, bike tee gray, etc. And you can monitor what are the most successful products of yours. And the last report is how are your Google Ads campaign performing, and this is for PPC ads. Google AdWords was the old name. Now this is only Google Ads, and you can see let's say YouTube advertising, how much clicks do you have from this, how cost you, how revenue it's bring to your website, etc. You can quickly monitor how you are doing with your paid ads here in the last window. So just to recap, we have really a bunch of very interesting data here in the homepage. And if you don't have a lot of time observing in details your Google Analytics account, this is really quick insight about how are you doing and what you can expect from the website, what are the trends, and if there is something to improve. And in the end of this lecture, I want to show you a quick tip here. And it is this button here, Insights. And actually, when you click it, the Google Analytics will pull up insights about your data and how you can improve it. Let's say here we have uh, mm, some of your top landing pages perform worse on e-commerce conversion rate this month. And this is straightforward, something that you can check and something that have to do with your revenue from your website. And this is really great if you are not, if you don't have a deep knowledge of Google Analytics, that you can actually observe ideas that the platform brings to you as trends or events that are occurring and that have some fluctuations that show you that something is happening currently and maybe it needs your reaction.